Good morning students. Today we are going to start our chapter 1, some basic concepts of chemistry. Now in this chapter, the starting part of the chapter is from 9th and 10th standard, but I want to repeat it. First, matter. What do you mean by matter? All the objects which have mass and occupy space are called matter. Classification of matter. There are two bases on the basis of which the matter is classified. Number one, on the basis of the physical behavior, and number two, on the basis of the chemical behavior. On the basis of physical behavior, the matter is classified into three classes: solid, liquid and gas. Now what do you mean by solids? In solids, all the molecules, atoms or entities, they are held together by means of strong intermolecular force of attraction. In case of liquid, molecules or atoms or entities are held together by weak van der Waals force of attraction or weak force of attraction, while in case of gas, the molecules or atoms are held together by very weak force of attraction. And you have studied in class 9th the difference between solid, liquid and gas. Now I am coming to the next classification, that is on the basis of chemical behavior. This is very important part of the chemistry. These are the basic concepts related to chemistry. And on the basis of the chemical behavior, the matter is classified into three classes: element, compounds and mixture. Now what do you mean by element? Element is simplest and purest form of matter. Simplest and purest form of a substance. Simplest and purest form of a substance means such state of the substance in which the substance can neither be converted into more simpler and purest form. So this state is known as the element. So what do you mean by the element? Element is the simplest and purest form of a substance, means it cannot be converted into more simpler or more pure form. That state of the matter is called element. Now what do you mean by compound? Compound is a mixture of when two or more than two elements. When two or more than two elements, combined together in a fixed ratio. Keep one thing in mind whenever you are going to write down the definition of the compound. So by fixed ratio is necessary. You should have to mention a fixed ratio. Now what do you mean by the compound? When two or more than two elements combine together in a fixed ratio. For example, in case of water, the formula of water is H2O. So the number of atoms of hydrogen is 2 and number of oxygen atom is 1. So this ratio should be fixed. So a compound when two or more than two elements combine together in fixed ratio, so it is known as compound. So water is a compound. Similarly, in case of carbon dioxide, there is one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen. So the ratio of the combining element is 1:2 and it should be fixed. Similarly, in case of carbon monoxide, the ratio is 1:1. So this ratio should be fixed. So on the basis of chemical behavior, there are the three classes of the matter. Number one is element, the simplest and purest form of the substance, means the substance can neither be created into or converted into more simpler and pure form. And compounds, when two or more than two elements combine together in a fixed ratio, then it is known as the compound. Now what do you mean by the mixture? Whenever two or more than two elements or compounds mixed together in any ratio, so it is called mixture. Means two elements. Mixture means two elements. Mixture, two elements or compounds mixed together. In any ratio. So it is called mixture. One of the best example of mixture is air. Now in air there is 21% of oxygen, 71% of nitrogen 0.03% of carbon dioxide, and rest is dust or water vapors, etc. Water vapors and other gases. So one of the best example of the mixture is our air. In other way, we can take another example, salt solution. Salt solution is also a mixture. Salt solution, it is also a mixture in which salt, NaCl and water mixed together. So the ratio of NaCl and water is not definite. It is changeable. It can be changed. So these are the examples of the mixture. So on the basis of the chemical behavior, the matter is classified into three classes. Number 1 is element, number 2 is compound, and number 3 is mixture. Now we will study about the classification of compound. Classification of compound. Classification of compounds. Compounds are classified into two classes. One is called inorganic compound and another one is called organic compound. One is called organic compound and another one is called organic compound. So there are two classes of compounds. One is organic compounds and another one is inorganic compounds. Now what do you mean by inorganic compounds? Those compounds which are obtained from rocks and mines. Rocks and mines, they are known as inorganic compounds. For example, all type of minerals. All types of minerals. All type of minerals. These are the examples of the inorganic compounds. Now what do you mean by organic compounds? Those compounds which are obtained from plants and animals. Which are obtained from plants and animals, they are known as organic compound. For example, protein, fats, vitamins, carbohydrates, etc. All these are the organic compounds which are obtained from plants and animals. So they are known as the organic compounds. So this is our classification of compounds, and compounds are classified into two classes. Number 1 is inorganic compounds, means those compounds which are obtained from rocks and mines. For example, all types of minerals which are dug out from the earth's surface. Okay. Now the second classification is the organic compounds which are obtained from plants and animals. For example, proteins, fats, vitamins, carbohydrate, which we daily use in our balanced diet. So all these are the organic compounds which we obtain from plants and animals. Now we come to the classification of mixture. Now we come to the classification of mixture. Mixture is classified into two classes. Classification of mixture. Mixture is classified into two classes. Number 1 is homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture, and another one is heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Now what do you mean by homogeneous and what do you mean by heterogeneous? The meaning of homogeneous means same, homo means same, and genus means state. Genus means state. So in this mixture, in case of homogeneous mixture, all the constituents, means either element or compound, they are present in the same physical state. For example, in air, we can't differentiate between that this gas is oxygen, this is nitrogen, this is carbon dioxide, this is water vapor, because we can't see them, we can't differentiate them by naked eye. So air is a homogeneous mixture because all the components of the air is present in same state, that is in gaseous state. Similarly, whenever we mix a spoon of salt in a liter of water, then it becomes salt solution, and by physical appearance we can't differentiate that the salt is dissolved in the water. So salt solution is also a homogeneous mixture. Why? Because both the components, that is salt and water, the physical state of salt and water becomes liquid, means they become in the same state. So this is the example of the homogeneous mixture, air and salt solution. Now, our next type of mixture is the heterogeneous mixture. What is the meaning of heterogeneous mixture? Hetero means different. Hetero means different, and genus means state. So, in such type of mixture, the elements or the constituents are present in different states. For example, if we are mixing salt with stones, or our wheat with stones. So wheat and stone are the two constituents of the mixture, but we can differentiate that this is the stone and this is the wheat grains. So whenever we are able to differentiate between the constituents of the mixture, so we will call it heterogeneous mixture. For example, nails plus salt, or sulfur plus iron nails. All these are the examples of the heterogeneous mixture. So this is the classification of the mixture. Mixture is classified into two classes, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. What do you mean by the homogeneous mixture? Those mixtures in which all the constituents are present in the same physical state. So they are known as the homogeneous mixture. One of the best example is air, in which all the gases are present in gaseous state. Similarly, another example is salt solution. Whenever we dissolve salt in water, it becomes salt solution, and salt and water both acquire the same state, that is the liquid state. So we will call it a homogeneous mixture. Now our next classification, next type of mixture is the heterogeneous mixture, in which the constituents are present in the different physical state. For example, whenever we mix iron nails and salt, so we can say that this is the iron nails and this is the salt. Similarly, whenever we add a teaspoon of sand in water, so we can differentiate that this is the sand and this is the water. So such type of the mixture comes under the category of the heterogeneous mixture. Now our next topic is difference between elements and compounds. Difference between elements and compounds. Difference between elements and compounds. So what are the difference between elements and compounds? One of the difference can be on the basis of the definition. And what is the definition of element? The simplest and purest form of the compound substance which cannot be converted into more simpler and pure form. So they are known as the element. And when two or more than two elements are mixed together in a fixed ratio, then we will call it compound. So one difference is on the basis of definition. First difference will be on the basis of definition. Now what is the second difference? Number of elements are limited. Number of elements are limited. You know very well, in periodic table there are total 118 elements. So the number of elements are limited. Number of elements are, while the number of compounds are unlimited. Number of compounds are unlimited. So the second difference is number of elements are limited, or number of compounds are unlimited. Number of compounds are unlimited. Now the third difference, if anybody asks you what is the unit of the element, matlab basic unit, what is the basic unit of the element? So you know very well that the element is made up of same kind of atom. So what will be the unit of element? It will be atom. Element is made up of same kind of atom. So unit of element is atom, while the unit of compound is molecule. Unit of compound is molecule. So these are the differences between element and compound. You can make one more difference on the basis of example: carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, fluorine, sodium, calcium. All these are the examples of the element, while carbon dioxide, water, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, glucose C6H12O6, C12H22O11, all these are the examples of the compound. So what are the differences between elements and compounds? Elements are the simplest and purest form of a substance that is made up of same kind of atoms, while when two or more than two elements or compounds are mixed together in any ratio, then they are known as the compounds. Number of elements are limited, number of compounds are unlimited. Unit of element is atom, unit of compound is molecule. And the examples of the element, you can write any name of the element and you can write any compound. So